Uber was had an earning. Apparently, their cash flow was better. I didn't read the news on it. Really sold off heavy, and I went short bias on that. I wanted to try 1 minute opening range breakdown on it. So, heavy 1 minute crazy coming down, and I said, okay, this pullback, I'm gonna show that the VWAP put a stop loss. Guys, so this is Andrew. Hi everyone. Tuesday, August 2nd. I can't believe it's already August. I guess time flies when your portfolio is going down every single day. Yeah, I really cannot believe that we're ending this freaking. Hey, I hate 2022. So I hope everyone is having a good day. Sorry about missing yesterday. I'm for 2 weeks in Europe. Right now, I'm in a village called Chamonix. Chamonix is like a climbing capital of Alps. They climb Mont Blanc, and there's so many other climb around. So I'm gonna do a lot of running. And this morning, I arrived yesterday. This morning, we went for a really nice heavy run. It's really hot, but it's really really nice as well. So yesterday, Thor did the amazing trades. So thank you so much for that. So today I had a little bit of an issue. I wanted to really come in and trade right screen sharing and the microphone, but there was some issues with my microphone that I really couldn't. Uh, let's see if I have a big pen here. I don't have a big pen. Yeah, I couldn't really s- put the microphone on, and I had to do a full restart. So it kind of messed up my opening trades. Uber was had an earning. Apparently, their cash flow was better. I didn't read the news on it. Really sold off heavy, and I went short bias on that. I wanted to try 1 minute opening range breakdown on it. So, heavy 1 minute crazy coming down, and I said, okay, this pullback, I'm gonna show that the VWAP put a stop loss above the VWAP, and potentially for the leg down. So it squeezed up, and I got a stopped out. I got a stopped out just above the VWAP for the first trade, and I don't think I did any bad decision or anything. But I went long, and I said, okay, this is gonna go stay above the VWAP. I'm gonna go up, and I really shouldn't have gone long at this stage. And then it dropped, and I got a stopped out. After for about a few minutes, I restarted my computer, came back up, and I said, okay, it's gonna really this time it's gonna go 5 minute open range breakdown. I went short, squeezed above the VWAP, I got stopped out. So three times I got a stopped out on it. And this time I said, you know what, this is probably gonna really squeeze up. I went like 27.85 all the way up to almost 29. I added a couple of times, really had really nice trade on that. So eventually I lost about $3,000 on the short on these two trades on it. But the long side was really nice, and I turned out to be managed book some profit on the long side because I added a couple of times as well. So eventually I came out profitable on it, and there are some positions that I have holding. This U.S. China things really scares me out. China, really doesn't want to fuck around with this Taiwan apparently, and I know the House Speaker is already on the way to Taiwan, so really scares me. So, so that's Uber. Uber traded really, really bad, to be honest with you. I don't know why it was trading so choppy. Everything, it had a really nice volume, but every minute was just so choppy. Right now, it's holding above the VWAP. It doesn't seem that it has enough momentum to go up to 29. 28.35 was a very important level on a daily chart. So, back in March, that's the bottom of the March. So that's also one thing that this level was very, very strong. As you see, a huge squeeze around that. But I don't know to be honest with you, I don't know which direction it wants to go now. If anything, I would bet it's gonna slowly grind up. But again, I'm not gonna trade that. It's really, really messy. And that was it for me. That's the only thing that I traded Uber, and that's exactly going back into the time that stocks in play. You have to find the stock in play, and try to be patient and get your trade, because the usual suspects like AMD, Amazon, QQQ are really choppy. That's the definition of a choppy. They're really trading around the previous day close. Is really hard to trade. Like a SPY is just really really choppy, grinding down. Qs are also really choppy, trading together. And sometimes the market is volatile, and you trade the indexes or anything that correlates with the market. But days like this, you just trade the stocks in play that has news. So Brian, how was your trade? How was your trade?
That was okay day. I managed to get out of Uber pretty close to flat. I tried to play it as a fallen angel. Sort of came back to on the pullback, came back to about 28.10. So I took a long, and then it kept dropping, and then it kept dropping, and so then when it looked like it was bottoming around 27.30, that's when I took a second long position. So it doubled my position, and then it got back up to 27.90, so it was just barely profitable there on that average. And then and then just when it started to fall again, I just got out of the rest flat. So the other trade I did was BABA. Got that nice initial move, or at least part of the initial move up through yeah. Caught it just under 90. It went 91.50. Took some off there, and then it just pulled back to stop me out on the rest. So it was a pretty choppy day. So I'm short BABA right now at 90.70, and it's just flirting with previous day close here. So just looks like it's going to fail now. So there we go.
Yeah,
So I've already covered some.
I think that's it pretty much. So I'm gonna be able to trade because the plan is really run in the morning, and I'm should be able to 3:30 to trade. Hopefully, I'm not gonna have this microphone issue again at the open. But overall, it's beautiful. I don't know if you guys can see my view. I'm just moving a little bit. Yeah, I probably can't see it. The view is amazing. The food is great. It's the Chamonix is not really cheap. I didn't. It's actually a very expensive place for the quality of the service that you're getting. The Portugal and Spain was way value. I don't really recommend Chamonix to anybody unless you're really crazy about mountain climbing.
Is
I
it
think they're nicer places.
is Chamonix Swiss?
It's the border of
And
Switzerland and
Switzerland?
France. It's part of France. But you fly to Geneva, that's the
Oh,
closest
okay.
airport, and then you take a bus for 2 hours. Yeah. I think it's
Because
in the
I
border of Switzerland. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much. And today we have a presentation by Eamon, and Ali is going to have Dr. Gary Dayton for the presentation. We're going to have the LA meetup on August, I think, 20th. I think about 40 something people sign up, and we're going to be really having a good time together. And thanks for everyone who supported my Money Show presentation. They actually invited me to come to Toronto for an in-person presentation on September 17th. So again, thanks a lot. They told me that the number of the people who signed up and attended was a really record. So thank you so much for supporting that. So I'll probably have to go to September in Toronto. Maybe we can have a webinar or something on the webinar. And as we're doing this recap, apparently the war between US and China starts. Because anyways,
Yeah,
let's see how it goes.
because the markets are going up.
Yeah, yeah, nothing makes sense. Thanks, Thor,
No.
for doing the recap yesterday. Sorry, it was late when we actually posted that, but Thor did an amazing trade on the BP, so short from this level 30. This is the type of typical signature trades that Thor has, and now I think his short is going down to 29.50. It's a really nice short. So if I'm missing the open, Thor is covered with Brian. If not, Peter or Jared, they're gonna come. Again, thank you so much, guys, and really appreciate that. And yeah, so see you guys tomorrow morning in the chat. Hopefully this time I'm not gonna mess around with the microphone again.